What do you feel like you found in Dubai?
More freedom. I feel like more freedom to not get the sweet spot. Just getting the ball on my racket, I feel like I can just do more. I have more options, and that allows me to play more free. That allows me to get even more creative than before on court. And more I get to win points and win games. I feel like it adds constantly to my confidence, and my belief sort of going to try and win the match grows.
He confirmed to us he's using a new racket with a new string pattern and new strings, Chanda. Gets more power, more margin as well. What do you see?
No, I love it. I mean, we've heard of a number of players making these changes in their careers, and it's not easy when you go to change your equipment and you try to find a better feel. I was wondering, though, why he couldn't give you guys some, more clarity on what type of string and why he had to keep that a secret.
Because he's getting paid by Wilson.
However, everybody else is telling us, we need a little, we need some details. But I like the fact that he's willing to make some changes. I think that is absolutely critical as you try to make improvements. We talk about the different courts, the speed, how the courts here are a little bit slower, the ball's been bouncing up. And I think having that additional confidence with your equipment and being able to swing out a little bit more, we saw that in Madison Keys, how well that's paid off. And I think for Stefanos Tsitsipas, just mentally, you see the difference in his game and his willingness to keep going for his shots.
To get one more time into the details of it, the big change here is a 16 by 20 string pattern versus an 18 by 20. So the gaps, the squares, and the rackets are bigger, which create easier spin. He doesn't have to work as hard to generate the spin. And when he talks about that freedom, he's not the kind of guy who can go out there and guide the ball. That's when he's decelerating. That's not when he's playing great tennis. When he has the ability to really swing through, he creates such tremendous racket head speed all over the place that just allows him to sort of play a more aggressive game and have a lot more of those shots come in. And when you have that mentality, an artist that he is, that's a beautiful place for his subconscious to take over and make those great decisions out on court. But this cool thing, it hasn't affected his serve. It hasn't affected his touch at the net. He looked brilliant at the net. Those serve numbers were impressive. So I really think Steph is announcing himself as a contender, and he's playing much better than even his number 8 seeding.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. And listen, if he does make the final here, he'd be back in the top 5 for the first time in 2 years. Gets Holger Rune next.